Well, I guess the in thing to do now is own classified documents. Because Mike Pence, the old white-haired rhino that he is, former VP of former President Donald Trump, he's come out and said that he inadvertently found classified documents in his basement, in the trunk of his car, in his closet. He was in a hotel room somewhere, and all of a sudden, these classified documents just magically appeared. Out of nowhere. Just out of thin air, all these classified documents just appeared before him in his hotel room, in the trunk of his car, in his closet. So let me share with you my idea, my proposal for what we can do our part this Friday at noon to make sure that there are no more classified documents out there. That people are honest as the white-driven snow. So it says here at ABC, and I'll read you a little snippet from two of these articles, one at ABC, the other at CNN. But this is at ABC. It says here, classified documents found at Mike Pence's home and turned over to DOJ, according to his lawyer. CNN, how Pence's classified documents storm could be good news for Biden. And of course, they're comparing these classified documents with Biden to Trump, now to Pence. Who else is going to come out of the woodwork and admit that they have classified documents in Congress, in your state, in your district? Headline at the Hill, Senators bewildered by Pence. They're bewildered now. Senators bewildered by Pence classified document revelation. Fox News, Obama's getting in on the game. Obama office won't say whether it will conduct a search for classified documents. At 5:38, is it fair to compare Biden's and Trump's classified documents scandals? ? So here's what I'm proposing before we get to these articles. Here's what I'm proposing for Friday. At noon, wherever you're at, Mountain Time, Central, Pacific, Eastern, whether you live in Guam, or in New York City, whether you live in San Francisco, or Chicago or LA, you can do your part this Friday at noon as we celebrate with a National Classified Document Dump Day. What do you think? What you do is, if you're in an office somewhere, or you're walking on the street somewhere, standing on a street corner waiting for the bus, you just yell at the top of your lungs, hey everybody, I have classified documents. I have classified documents. So let's plan to do that this Friday, 12 o'clock, whatever time zone you're in, and do our part to bring these classified documents to the table. To show that we're honest, just like these politicians in Washington, D.C. So here's the article at ABC. And aren't you getting tired of these reporters sounding so desperate when they do these reports? It says here, classified documents found at Mike Pence's home and turned over to DOJ, according to his lawyer. A lawyer for Pence conducted the search of Pence's home in Indiana last week and found around a dozen documents marked as classified, sources said. Who are these sources? The search was done proactively and in the wake of the news. Notice the timing here. In the wake of the news that classified documents from before he was president were found in Joe Biden's home. Well, wait a minute. I didn't know. There's a misprint here. I didn't know that Mike Pence was president of the United States. I thought it was Trump at the time. Hey, you editors at ABC News, you got to get on this. And Mike Pence's old office at the Penn Biden Center, a Washington, D.C. think tank. The Pence documents are undergoing a review by the Department of Justice's National Security Division and the FBI, the sources said. Now, wait a minute. Did I mess up here or did they mess up here? I'm going through and reading this again. Let me sift through this paragraph. A lawyer for Pence conducted the search of Pence's home in Indiana last week and found around a dozen documents marked as classified. The search was done proactively and in the wake of news that classified documents from before he was president were found in Joe Biden's home. Oh, okay. So you mean before Joe Biden was president? You made it sound here like it was before Mike Pence was president. That should have been worded different. Now, the Pence documents are undergoing a review by the Department of Justice's National Security Division in the FBI, the sources said. Again, all these sources in the shadows. The revelation makes Pence the third high-profile official to have classified material discovered at their residence in recent months, after Biden and former President Donald Trump, both of whom are now being investigated by special counsels of the Department of Justice. Ooh. So let's go to this article at CNN. This is too funny. How Pence's classified document storm could be good news for Biden and Trump. Ex-VP Mike Pence has clear designs on Joe Biden's job, but for now, the potential 2024 Republican candidate may have done the president a favor, and he might also have done one last service to his old boss, Donald Trump. The discovery of classified documents in Pence's home in Indiana, as first reported by CNN Tuesday. CNN's always on the ball with this, right? They're the first on the scene. They were first on the scene during the raid of Roger Stone. First on the scene of the raid of or arrest of Michael Flynn. And this took the heat off Biden's struggles to explain his possession of such material from his own vice presidency. And it made Pence the most popular man in the White House Tuesday. Mike Pence is the most popular man in the White House? I thought Biden was because he's the president. When was this? For one thing, the rumbling saga of secret documents had a new frontman. I knew this was going to happen. The moment I saw all these stories come out about Biden's classified documents, I knew exactly what they were going to do. They were going to create this whole saga where they found all these classified documents, and look at Joe Biden. He's so honest. He turned them in right on time. Like he was doing a book report, and it's due tomorrow. He got it in there, and he's honest, and he's allowing the FBI and his lawyers to negotiate, have the FBI look at whatever they want. Good old honest Joe. This was a huge embarrassment for Pence, exposing him to mockery and accusations of hypocrisy, since he claimed moral high ground over Biden when the president was under fire for keeping documents and the Indiana Republicans said he didn't have any. And this is true. He did this interview. I forget who he was sitting down with. You know, the tall guy who works for ABC News, who always has that desperate voice and thinks that he's sexy, skinny as a rail. But now he's coming out and saying that he inadvertently found, Pence is saying he's inadvertently found these documents in his closet, in his basement, in the trunk of his car, magically appearing at a hotel room. Biden's aides leapt at the chance to draw a more innocuous comparison between the behavior. Ooh, they used the word innocuous. Look at these people at CNN. You go, CNN. This comparison between the behavior of the president and Pence than the more damaging one that's been suggested for days between Biden and Trump, who appears to be in far greater trouble over his classified document storm. So that's what's out there. Just read you a couple of snippets from a couple of articles here at ABC News, CNN. These other headlines that are out there. The in thing to do now is own classified documents. So Friday at noon, wherever you're at, get out there and shout at the top of your lungs, I have classified documents. And make sure everybody knows it. Do your part. Show that you're honest, that you love this thing we call America. Because you're coming forward with classified documents. Nobody knows what's in these classified documents. Okay, yeah, they're classified, so we're not supposed to know, right? But all of a sudden, these classified documents are coming out in the open? Me smells a rat. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. You can also follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, or you can find me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy at Twitter. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out, stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing we call the United States. And you know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. I'll catch you next time.